can you actually turbocharge your walking to burn more fat, like walking in the cold? Can you build muscle while walking and burn even more calories? Well, these are some of the questions I'll answer today by turning to the science. Hi, I'm Dr. Sebely Pal, professor in bariatric medicine, and I have published over 90 journal articles in the area of nutrition and chronic disease. This is part 2 of a video series I made on walking, and today I'm going to explain to you how you can burn even more fat and build muscle by just changing the way you walk, even though most people think you can't do this. Most of the strategies I'll mention in today's video is related to how we can challenge our muscles so we can further convert simple walking into an activity that not only can build muscle, but supercharge fat burning. Now, let me say briefly before I get into it, that walking itself is such an underrated exercise for getting shredded, weight loss, even if you are a beginner, a gym junkie, or an experienced bodybuilder. Although there are many factors that go into losing fat, including age, gender, stress, and hormones. But at the end of the day, all you need is a calorie deficit. And one of the best strategies to create this is walking, because you're burning not only calories, but fat. Research has consistently shown that walking taps into mainly our fat stores because it uses fat as a dominant fuel source compared to running or high-intensity exercises. So walking can complement any exercise program if you're just trying to cut fat and get shredded, or even if you're beginning your weight loss journey. You don't need to bust yourself at the gym with intense HIIT, cardio, running, biking, as you're more likely to give these up because they are very hard and exhausting if you're not used to it. This is why so many have used just plain old walking as their main form of exercise to get cut or successful weight loss. So let's look at how to elevate your walking to the next level to burn even more fat. Well, walking in the cold. Research has shown that exposure to mild cold temperatures can help you crank up your fat burning. So if you can endure the discomfort of walking outside in the cold, then you could potentially burn more calories and fat. This is because when you get cold, your body has 2 main ways to produce heat: non-shivering thermogenesis and shivering thermogenesis. Non-shivering heat generation typically occurs before shivering starts. It's believed to activate brown fat, which burns calories to produce heat in order to increase your body temperature so you can keep warm. However, shivering when you are cold burns more calories than non-shivering heat production, because when you shiver, muscles contract and release and raise the body's core temperature. So to get your non-shivering and shivering responses to kick in, you may choose not to rug up as much the next time you go out for a walk in the chilly air to maximize your calorie and fat burn. But just be careful. You don't want to get hypothermia or anything. Please apply some common sense. Incorporating resistance training intervals is a great way to burn more fat and build muscle. If you're thinking, how in the world am I going to do that? I'm just walking outside. Well, what I mean by this is you can integrate bodyweight exercises like squats, burpees, thrusts, push-ups, tricep dips, and lunges into your walking routine by stopping periodically a few times between your walk if there's a park or grassy area nearby. If you can't do this type of calisthenic training while you're walking, you can just do this when you get home. Bodyweight exercises are defined by any type of strength training that utilizes an individual's body weight as resistance to perform multi-joint compound movements with little or no equipment. You just have to look at the gymnasts, for example. They're quite muscular, strong, but have a lean physique. So you may be thinking, how would you build muscle doing push-ups or lunges? Well, let me quickly explain the basic concept of muscle growth, or otherwise known as hypertrophy. This growth occurs when muscles face resistance and tension. This extra weight can cause tiny tears within the muscle fibers. As the body repairs these tears, the muscles increase in both size and strength due to the process of protein synthesis. This simple principle of progressive overload in action. Progressive overload is just the practice of incrementally increasing the resistance or the intensity of your exercise sessions over time to keep your muscles consistently challenged. And research has shown that calisthenics or bodyweight training exercises like push-ups and squats still put your muscles under ongoing tension, causing micro tears in the muscle fibers, which can then repair and grow stronger during rest and recovery. Although the muscle gains may not be as much as you would get in the gym lifting weight, can still be used as a means for increasing one's muscle mass and strength and endurance depending on the exercises you do. I'm sure you've heard of everyone recommending doing incline walking on the treadmill, going on the Stairmaster, hill walking, or going up and down the stairs in your house are great alternatives if you don't have access to these machines. This is because incorporating an incline into your walk engages muscles like the glutes, hamstring, and calves when you change from a flat surface, which is why you usually feel that burning sensation in the legs when walking up a hill. Regular walking or running on the flat surface relies less on the hamstrings and glutes and more on the quadriceps. So if you want to get a great ass, I highly recommend it. Research has shown that even the smallest gradient of 6%, which isn't much at all, burn more fat than flat ground walking in all age groups. Another research study showed that metabolic cost compared to flat ground walking increased by 17% at a 5% incline and 32% more at a 10% incline. So if you look at this slide, which is taken from Health, a 155-pound person or 70-kilo person who walks at a particular speed on a flat surface for about an hour can burn approximately 267 calories. And this almost doubles to 422 when the same person walks uphill at the same speed. A number of research studies have also shown that walking on an incline strengthens different leg muscles and causes an increase in calf muscles when the incline of a treadmill is increased to 6%. Walking on an incline can be great, especially for those people who used to love to run but can't anymore because of bad knees, but still want a challenge. You're not doing as much physical damage compared to sprinting or running because it minimizes the amount of impact and friction on your entire body and on your knees. What if you did these incline exercises with a weighted vest? Well, you would be taking things to the next level and turbo boosting your fat burning and muscle growth. The primary concept behind incorporating a weighted vest into your program is to elevate the intensity of your walking by adding extra load to your body, whether this is flat ground walking, hill walking, or on the treadmill. Walking with a weighted vest engages a diverse range of muscle groups throughout the body and increases the workload on the legs, core, and back. This added resistance pushes your muscles and body to work harder, leading to greater muscle activation and stimulation during your walking sessions, and subsequently leading to increased calorie burn and more weight loss. This is why when a person with more weight will burn more calories because their bodies require more energy to perform the same task than someone with less weight. One research study concluded that individuals who walked at 2.5 miles per hour on a flat surface wearing a weighted vest that weighed 15% of their body weight burned 12% more calories than those who didn't wear a vest. So if you add an incline like a hill to this equation, your calorie and fat burn will go through the roof. There has been a number of studies that have reported that walking with a weighted vest can affect muscle endurance, increase muscle recruitment. The benefits of a weighted vest also extend to improving cardiovascular fitness because the heart has to work harder to pump blood against the additional resistance. Furthermore, walking with a weighted vest can stimulate bone growth and density, making it potentially a valuable exercise for overall health and well-being. However, it is really important to acknowledge that the results of these studies vary depending on several factors, including the weight of the vest, the duration, and the consistency of use, and the individual's fitness levels and goals. While walking with a weighted vest has its potential benefits, the added load placed increases stress on your joints, particularly on the knees and hips. Therefore, it's important to choose the right weight for your vest, ensuring that it is manageable. Generally, aim for no more than 10% of your body weight to start off with. As you can see from this chart, that a 150-pound or a 70-kilo individual should aim for about 6 to 15 pounds or a bit more than 3 kilo weighted vest. While walking with a weighted vest is an effective strategy to apply progressive overload, which may encourage muscle development, it still may not represent the most efficient method for muscle building compared to weightlifting. However, it does offer a wide array of benefits, including heightened calorie expenditure, enhanced cardiovascular fitness, and improved bone density. What if you didn't want to walk with a weighted vest? Well, then you can walk with weights in your hands or light ankle weights. You can also wear a backpack with some light weights in it. Adding upper body movements as you walk can help tone your arms and burn more calories. Scissor your arms side to side with each stride, so you're literally pumping your arms. You can also circle your whole arm from your shoulders periodically, so that you're doing small circles as you're walking, with repetitions of forward and backward arm circles. If you've been walking the same way for a while and you're not losing any more weight, or you just hit a plateau, it's probably because your body has adapted over time to a calorie deficit. In this situation, our bodies are always trying to find ways to burn fewer and fewer calories and conserve energy. So to shake things up a bit and get off your weight loss plateau, You can do a number of things to start losing weight. Research has found that people who change the pace can burn up to 20% more calories than people who walk with one particular pace. So you can introduce intervals into your walking routine by alternating between fast and faster walking pace. So for example, if you walk at a fast pace, you burn anywhere from 300 to 400 calories instead of 250 calories with a slower pace, and definitely can make a big difference over the course of a week, as it can add up to an extra calories burned just with this extra pace. However, increasing the pace does not mean you have to run. Instead, just a faster pace of walking will burn extra calories and help with weight loss. But you may want to speed it up periodically as your fitness improves. To do it effectively, you want to focus on taking quicker steps rather than longer steps and activating your arms to propel yourself forward. This is kind of like a power walking, which involves walking at a faster pace than your normal walking speed. Not only is it a great way to increase your heart rate and burn more calories, but research has shown that fast-paced walking can help increase your life expectancy by decreasing the risk of all-cause mortality, including cardiovascular disease, compared to slow-paced walking. It's really about finding innovative and fun ways to make your workout a little bit more challenging so you get more bang for your buck and burn more fat and calories. You can backward walk periodically, especially going up a hill. You may want to walk in a curve or do some side shuffles to make things more fun and burn even more. Maybe skip occasionally, like when you were a kid, taking longer than normal strides in between your normal pace. You can even flex your knees up high to your hips intermittently, almost like a march. You can even shadow box while you're walking by punching the air with alternating hands in a repetitive manner. This will not only tone your arms, shoulders, chest, and back, and you can do this a few times over the duration of the walk and can help burn more calories and improve your physical fitness. Another way to boost your walking is doing it on sand, grass, or on uneven walking trails. There seems to be a general consensus amongst fitness professionals that you tend to burn approximately 5% more calories when walking outside compared to using a motorized treadmill. This is because these machines keep you going forward with low effort, while walking outside comes with certain difficulties that make your body work harder, like wind resistance and pushing your own body to move forward. While this difference isn't substantial, it's an interesting strategy to consider, especially if you're walking on a cold day and you activate your shivering response. Adding an uneven terrain into the mix while walking outside may further challenge the muscles in your lower ankles, legs, and feet. And you'll definitely get a bigger calorie burn because those micro movements that occur in your muscles help stabilize your lower body, especially if you have to step over rocks on trails or sand dips at the beach. Believe it or not, maintaining good form and posture while you're walking can make your workout more efficient and enhance fat burning. Good erect posture is actually more efficient and reduces strain and increases comfort. So you should walk with your head up and shoulders back. And this is where the magic happens, when you tighten your abdominal muscles and glutes, or in other words, keeping your core engaged while walking. You can do this during the whole walk or for short intervals in between. So good posture not only helps prevent injury by reducing strain on the back, neck, and hips, but it also ensures that you're effectively working your muscles and strengthening your core. So how does walking build muscle? The answer is, well, it depends how you walk. You will need more than walking alone to provide you with a significant amount of muscle growth. Walking is more of an endurance exercise, and muscles involved in walking and running are rather on the lean side. But if you challenge your leg muscles by stimulating in such a way that it gets fatigued, which causes some micro-injuries to the muscle tissue, only then during the rest phase, after the stimulation, the muscles repair itself and adapt and grow. So this is where a weighted vest, incline, hill walking, and doing bodyweight exercises like push-ups and squats come in. These types of exercises create micro tears in the muscle fiber, which then repair and grow stronger during rest and recovery. But once your body has adapted to the stimulus, it has no further need to grow. So you need to increase the stimulus or the weight again. This is what we call progressive overload. If you use body weight exercises, the stimulus is increased with harder exercises or steeper angles. Simply walking longer will not challenge the muscles enough to get them to grow. Rather, walking or running for an extended period of time will challenge the cardiovascular system more than the muscles. But as I mentioned in my previous videos from a few weeks ago, an integral part of muscle growth is not just a stimulus. You also have to eat adequate protein. In addition, sufficient rest also plays an integral part of muscle building and their ability to repair. So while walking alone may not provide enough resistance to stimulate significant muscle growth, adding load and tension to your muscles while walking Using the strategies I've outlined in this video, like body weight exercises, hill walking, weighted vests, can stimulate muscles to grow and be strong. But most importantly, it can contribute to overall health and fitness. I really hope this video has helped you out. Next week, I might do the third part of this video series because I didn't get a chance to speak about the right time of the day to walk, which can make a huge impact on fat loss, or whether you can spot reduce while walking. And there's also lots of research in this area you may not have heard before. Or I can do a video on skinny fat and how to fix it. Or I can talk about anything really for that matter, as long as there's some science to back it up. So let me know what you'd like me to discuss next week. If you hit the like and subscribe, you will get notified whenever I release another video. This is Dr. Sebely Pal. See you next week.